another day in the life of a reseller vlog. I've been busy this morning listing items to my big store. I got up early, got into the photo station and grabbed some old storage unit clothing. I have some totes full of it. Got that stuff photographed and I've been busy listing that stuff all morning. I think I got about 15 new listings up, and now it's time to turn my attention to packing orders. We did have a few orders come in. Let me take a look at them. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name's Brian Kingsbury. I have two eBay stores, over 6,000 items listed, and this channel kind of details the ins and outs of the business. I show you guys what sells, I show you guys what I'm listing, and of course I show you what I'm buying and trying to flip for profit. Let's take a look at some of these new sales and see what sold out of the big store this morning. Looks like we woke up to 5 sales for $110.10. $110.10 for 5 sales. Let's see what they were. First item sold for $14.98. It's an extra large Croft & Barrel gray men's solid pocket dress shirt, long sleeve button up. Second item sold for $8.69. It's the Producer's DVD movie film starring Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder, Zero Mostel and Joseph Lee. Third item sold for $12.55. It's a AJGA Golf white polyester baseball style hat, strap back one size fits all cap. Fourth item sold for $68.88. $68.88. It's an original 1979 Star Trek The Motion Picture Milton Bradley board game in box. It's pretty cool. Got this out of a storage unit, an old vintage board game. And has all the vintage artwork on there. You see Spock, you see Captain Kirk. Let's see who else is on there. There's the pieces, there's actual board, all the pieces, and there's the back of it. So pretty cool little Star Trek game. If you guys have watched the channel, you probably heard me talking about that Star Trek unit. I bought that in Everett last year, I think it was, maybe 2 years ago, and had all kinds of collectibles and books and collector plates. I have yet to list those collector plates. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not, but we've been selling those books steadily, and this is one of those other items that sold. So I'm glad to see that one go. It takes up a lot of space. It was a pretty big little game, so we'll get that one shipped out and ready for the customer. Final item sold for $5 flat. It's a medium unbranded beige crew neck solid t-shirt top short sleeve man's. So that was the best offer I decided to just accept. I'm trying to get rid of all the unbranded items in my store, so I'm just accepting offers on anything that's unbranded at this point and ending a lot of those listings. Seems like people is not going to search for unbranded stuff, so it doesn't even make sense to list it really. You sell it on occasion, but it always is kind of a low dollar amount, so I'm just looking to move that stuff. I probably would have ended that listing anyways, so we just accepted that $5. Probably will ship for less than $5, so we'll make a few cents on it and have it go out the door and make room for some fresh inventory. So there you see it, 5 orders for $110.10. I'm going to go locate those 5 items. We'll print some shipping labels and add them to the tote to go to the post office on Monday. Alright, we got 4 orders going out USPS and 1 FedEx behind me. Here come those labels. Let's get them printed. Alright, we got those orders packed up. We got this big FedEx box here with the board game in it ready for FedEx. And then we have 4 more. Let's add them to the tote. Let's count them off. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now that we got those big store orders packed up, I think what we're going to do is log into that small store, see what kind of action we had in the small store, and I'll show you guys what sold. Alright, I just logged into the small store. Looks like I had 3 offers waiting for me. I went ahead and accepted all 3 offers. 2 of them have already paid for them. Let me show you what sold. So we've had 2 of the 3 offers come in and be paid for already. So we got 2 orders for $27.82 so far. Let's take a look and see what sold for $27.82. First item sold for $13.25. It's a medium Abbott and Maine gray long sleeve women's full zip hooded sweatshirt. The other item sold for $14.57. It's a Florida Panthers NHL hockey red strapback cotton cap hat, one size fits all. Here's a look at the third item that was accepted, an offer of $11 on this t-shirt. It's a medium Brooks short sleeve black and white athletic polyester spandex t-shirt. So that one has yet to be paid for, but I thought I'd give you a sneak peek. So I'm going to go grab that hoodie and that hat that have been paid for, $27.82 in all. So I'm going to grab those. We'll print some shipping labels and get those ready to add to the tote and go out to the customer. Alright, we got a couple orders out of the small store and here come the labels for them. Let's get these printed and ready for the post office. Alright, we got 2 more orders for the tote. Let's go ahead and add them to the tote. And number 1 and number 2. So the tote is filling up nicely with a weekend full of orders. It's almost nearly full now, but I think I'm going to turn my attention to listing a few items into the small store. I've yet to list into the small store. We got to keep some fresh inventory going into the small store as well, so those orders keep rolling in. We did mark 20% off, so that sale kind of led to a couple orders this weekend, but we want those to keep churning out. So we're going to put some fresh inventory. I've got some athletic pants down here I photographed this morning. I'm going to add a couple of those to the small store. Alright, it's a little after 9 o'clock now. I listed a few items into the small store and then threw, I think, about 25 items to auction. So 25 kind of lower priced items will be ending next Sunday. I'll probably pull those from the small store, make room for some fresh inventory, maybe bulk those up and list those as a deal for somebody to get a whole bunch of clothing for a low price. I think that's what I plan to do with some of this old stale inventory that hasn't sold. So just making room for some new stuff. I've got a lot of storage unit clothing still yet to list, so this week I'll be working through that. Starting fresh tomorrow. Tomorrow's a Monday, so we'll get back into list mode. Did pretty good this morning listing into the big store. I was pretty proud of myself. I think I got 15 listings up this morning, a few more this afternoon. So doing pretty good in listing today. So that's part of the game that you got to really focus on if you want those sales to trickle in. So we had a few decent sales. I think the best sale of the day was that Star Trek board game. So I've had that for a while. I bought that unit several years ago, I think 2 years ago now. So that one's been sitting around for a while and finally got it sold. So that'll go out tomorrow as well. So hopefully everybody enjoyed this video, got a little look into the inside, ins and outs of the business, saw what sold, saw what I'm up to, and can take away a little something from the reseller life. Another day in the life of a reseller is done. The weekend we made it through. It was a little bit slow this weekend in terms of output, but I think I did pretty good today. What I lacked yesterday, I picked that up today. So that's what you got to do kind of sometimes as a reseller. We talked about that, you know, energy goes in spurts, and you got to make the most of it when it comes around. So I think that's what I did this morning. Got a little energy going and got those things photographed and listed, and really was quite productive today. So just a reminder, if you haven't already, please take a second to hit that subscription button, like this video, and then ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever all the new content drops. You can just click on the ones you want to watch and watch away. Thanks for watching this one to the very end. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.